let's get into it. Fat Joe, and I think Fat Joe was trying
Fire.
to pull that off. Like I think Fat Joe was trying to pull the Jada kiss on Ja.
He couldn't, Fat Joe doesn't have enough songs. Like a lot of the Fat Joe songs that he performed, I didn't even know, to be honest. I
I
didn't know
knew,
whether he was flipping the beat and freestyling over something or was
yeah,
that really his song. Like I you know, I
yeah,
I knew his songs later on in the verses, probably after the halftime.
yeah. Well, I
um,
mean, the reason why I knew the beginning songs was because DITC Digging in the Crates. That was
mhm.
like I think somebody from Harlem or something with Dipset or some. That's how I kind of like got in the mix. Either Pink
Okay.
Hell, somewhere down the line, I was able to like jump from like that whole
Whoever
Harlem
to Fat
scene
Joe.
or to DITC, and then I started getting into that, and that's why I think he started off with like his DITC track, which is
J-
which is cool.
Ja
But I guess
Rule just
people
had too
people weren't trying
many
to hear that.
hits.
No, I
Ja
get
Rule,
people were trying to hear it in New York, but I guess around the world, it's like, nah, we want those iconic hits like
Ja Rule songs were ringing
Ja
off,
Rule's.
bro. The
Yeah,
crowd
no, he
was singing
has.
along to Ja Rule stuff. They weren't
Oh,
really singing
you
along.
getting bodied by a singing guy?
Basic, that's what Ja Rule said. I'm
He
the
really did
original
say that.
singing.
Yeah,
Yeah. So Ja Rule definitely won it, man. Now I
yeah,
wish we
hands
could go
down.
over the track listing. Let me see if I can pull it up.
Yeah.
Not
Oh,
the
and
track listing, but the
yeah, the tracks from the battle, right?
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Speaking of that, today actually, I saw that. What is it? The girls were talking about Fat Joe, and Fat Joe actually apologized and all that because
Oh yeah.
he
I
was
heard about it.
talking smack and all that.
It sucks how
Yeah,
you have
that.
to apologize for everything these days.
But I mean, come on,
Yeah,
talking smack about little Mo and Vita, and come on, dude.
it was kind of like, it was kind of messed up, but
And they came out like,
damn, you got to do everything for the internet these days.
but the.
He didn't even apologize for Lil Mo and Vita. He more so apologized for the internet. You know what I
You
mean?
think so? You don't think he apologized there? Like he
Well,
was talking.
of course, he apologized to them,
Oh, you
but
mean
he
like he had
had
to
to
put
make it a thing for the
public?
entire internet. Yeah, like I hate how
Yeah.
everything has to be like a public apology, or you get crucified, and like man,
Right, 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 right. Well,
it,
hey, that's this day and age that we're living in. Everything is just recorded and put out, and now it's like you're walking on eggshells at time, unless you're like someone who just really doesn't care, or you're like one of those comedians who are just like, hey, I'm gonna say what I want to say,
right,
or if
right,
you're just like if
right.
you're not worried about like getting paid by somebody else, you'll just basically just talk what you talk. But there are repercussions with whatever you say. So if that's not the type of person you are, eventually it'll show.
When Ja Rule brought out Lil Mo and Vita, man, that was so
Yeah.
classic and legendary.
Yeah.
Ashanti, oh my goodness,
Man, those songs are just like reminiscent, dude. Just
yeah.
nostalgia. Those are
Seventh
middle school
grade,
days.
middle
Yeah.
school,
Middle school, talking
yeah,
on the phone, dedicating
kissing behind the
songs.
bungalows.
Man, exactly.
Did you,
But
raising your hand to leave out of class just
oh,
so
you could meet.
she could do the same thing, and then you meet in the hallway. Yeah.
Are you a wild boy? Yeah, you a wild boy. Nah,
Hey,
I
them
get
Ja
you. I
Rule
get you.
songs though, bro. Them
They
songs
hit
go back,
different, bro.
man. Yeah.
And you heard like all the girls singing in the crowd, because
Yeah.
that's probably gonna be Drake in like a few years, maybe 10 years or
Drake
so.
on Drake times. Well, Drake's gonna be like Ja Rule times
Right,
10.
right, right.
Um.
For the next young generation and stuff.
Yeah. I
But
wonder.
yeah, dude, go ahead.
It makes me wonder, like, why doesn't Ja Rule make music? Like, what stopped Ja Rule from making music today? It seems like he could be just as successful. Like, why doesn't he
Yeah.
make music anymore?
Well, because he's doing he's throwing the parties, and he's giving the bologna sandwiches, so he's cutting
Fat Joe.
expenses. He brought that up. Fat Joe is trying to get disrespectful,
He
man.
said giving out fake bologna sandwiches to the crowd.
Hey, what, I actually jumped in the Versus. I was watching it right after he talked about the shoes because I remember you texting me something about, yeah, I was wondering what shoes are those.
Oh,
What
he was
shoes
wearing the
were they? Did he?
Manyatis. He was
Oh,
wearing the
okay, okay.
masterpiece shoes.
Is that what they were?
Nah, I don't know.
Were they lugs?
They look like
Tied to
screen wheels.
Birdman like a lug. No, not the
Oh
spring
man,
wheels that spin with the
I
little
don't know what those was.
or the
But
Webers.
these
The
days,
webs.
the sea webs.
Remember the
These
Webers
days,
with the
when you
shiny thing on the side?
oh yeah, those were fire
Yeah.
back in the
No, they
day though.
weren't.
The
Patent
Dada,
leather. Yes.
the Dada.
Man, I'm not a what he said.
Oh
I'm a
man.
dada. What did Drake say?
Oh,
I'm a dada.
I'm a
I think I
I'm
even
a pop star. I'm a Dada, not a doctor.
nah, he said something else like on one of his
Calling my
hits.
phone like I'm locked up nonstop from the lanes and
Yeah, that's the drill song, right?
drugs out like a no. That's a DJ Khaled song. I'm a
Oh,
pop
okay.
star, not a doctor.
Yeah. But
Oh, I know what
you
song
know
you
what
talking
I'm
about.
talking about, right?
Yeah,
Damn, I know I wrote it on my
I'm a
IG
Dada.
caption.
I'm a Dada.
I'm a dad. Yeah. Um, Ja Rule killed Fat Joe.
Yeah, I
It is
mean,
what
come
it
on,
is.
that's
But even Joe, I think Joe admitted at the very end, right?
well, he said nobody would want to go up against Ja Rule. That's why he took it because he wanted to give Ja Rule his shine. Ja
Basically
Rule's
saying,
his
I'll
brother.
take this L because no one else would,
No, everybody's scared. Yeah,
or
nobody
at
wanted to
least,
go
or
against.
at least who we were all expecting for him to go up against, which is Curtis.
Yeah, that's what I really wanted to see,
I know,
man.
man.